We're so rich, when they get dirty, we just throw them away. That's how rich we are.
So it socks too.
Got that moolah, baby.
We're super rich. Not at all.
Thanks to that Facebook money we're getting here. God.
My 1318 man.
But tonight, let's get a little philosophical for a moment, maybe even existential. We're not put on this big ball of dirt to chase money, pay bills, buy the latest phones, bigger TVs, whatnot. We are here to live, and yeah, we got to pay them bills, and yeah, we got to make a little bit of money. But the important thing to do, the thing to make sure that we do, is do something we love every day. Just a little bit, even if it's, having a podcast with your homies. And so let's get into it.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you. Music Lovers Only.
Feel like Rocky Balboa.
I could have been a contender.
Yeah, Rocky 3 debuted this day in 1982, and that's on the fun fact for the music today in music. Little fact for today.
Man.
Survivor Sylvester went and he couldn't get Another One Bites the Dust, so he went and found the Chicago band Survivor and told him, write me Another One Bites the Dust, but your version. And that's how we got Eye of the Tiger. And
okay,
lucky them, huh? Yeah, I didn't know
Oh,
that. I didn't know
that's
that either.
amazing. Man, like I got so into not Rocky. It wasn't Rocky.
Creed.
Rambo. I got so into Rambo when freaking COVID hit. Because they just did a marathon, and I was stuck on the couch like sick when it came on, and I was like, oh, this is pretty all right. And then it got to the end where he was like in the office, and he was just like wanting to fucking live his life, and everybody's like messing with him. I was like, I'm so sorry, Sylvester Stallone.
You talking like the very last one, the one they just made not too long ago, Rambo?
No, the very first one. Yeah, when he was like stuck in the office, and they were coming to like kill him and whatnot, and he couldn't get out, and he was talking to somebody about how he just wanted to live his life, and he never even wanted any of this, and how and I remember that his movies were kind of based off of how hard it is to be a man in the world, and so that's kind of when I started that thought process of maybe there's a different world that men live in that I just don't understand.
Well,
Thanks, Sylvester Stallone.
Good job, Sly. Good job, Sly. I love Sylvester.
I can contest we do live in a different world.
Definitely.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother today, and I was like, oh, you go.
I just said I don't understand it, so you're not gonna.
Yeah, I was talking to my brother today, and we were just talking about stuff and dating and whatnot, and I was like, you're nasty. Are all y'all like this? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. And I was like, really? Even my friends?
I don't know what man whore you're talking about, being a man whore, because I'm definitely not a man whore.
He wasn't talking about being a man whore in general, but he was talking about generally the thought process that men have in dating and situations such as like, and I think women do it too. When you see somebody for the first time, you're like, will I smash it or will I not? Like you make that decision like the first 3 minutes that you meet somebody, and then that kind of is par for the course.
3 seconds. I mean,
yeah, we're animals. I mean, that's our animal instinct. I mean, I think sometimes that I don't even know if that's necessarily sometimes more audibly controlled, but I think you're instantly attracted to somebody or not attracted to somebody.
Yeah, that's it.
I think you can fall in attraction for somebody that like a friend or whatever. I think there's other qualities, but I think a certain person is attracted to a certain, you know what I mean? You can't not, think that. So
one thing, speaking of kind of along that line, we had a little field trip last Friday, kind of a field trip. I didn't want to be there. I mean, I don't know if you noticed. I didn't really want to be there. I wasn't feeling very sociable, and so I was kind of sitting outside, and Coach and Amy were rocking out inside, front and center, and but I had all these college kids, and I don't know. Back in the day, when in the '90s, in the late 1900s, I colored hair, like green hair. That meant something. But now it's like everybody's doing it. You see little kids walking around with colored hair. And so it's not the rebellious thing, and it does not turn me on at all anymore. It's like turns me off. It exactly does the opposite of what it used to do. And
we're in the decade of expression. Like, everybody's going to express what they want to express now. And it started with those one or two kids back in our day that went ahead and exhibited those rebellious behaviors with the hair colors and the tattoos, and tongue rings were a big thing for a while. And now it's just like, I don't know, like the babies that I gave birth to are out here not taking shit at all. Like, they're just not, and they're free as they want to be, and I'm here for it. Now sometimes calm the fuck down, but other than that, we're good job us.
I was just saying it doesn't appeal to me anymore. It used to. I mean, a girl with green hair or blue hair or brightly colored hair, I would be attracted to, 20 years ago, 30 years ago now. And
I was kind of the opposite. I was really surprised how like mellow and like it was just a chill, cool. Everybody was getting down crowd. Nobody. Yeah, I mean, I still was like not super comfortable just because I'm not super comfortable around people. But
yeah, you guys took off. You should have stayed for Nothing Special, because they are something special. That was probably the best show that I've seen this year.
They should have not played that first song, because that first song lost me.
Nothing Special's first song?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there's something that threw me off. And I did hear from somebody else that was there that stayed that their other songs were a little different. It was better, but it just wasn't me. I didn't know there's nothing. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
I was ready to go.
I wouldn't say that, so I shouldn't have. This is who I am, but yeah, that was kind of why we left. It was a little too loud and not understandable enough what I was there for.
Oh, okay.
I feel old in that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I was angsty. I just got back from Barleycorns. I went to another birthday party, and it was Wabash and Lake. They played, and I walked out and I was already high on music. Like, I was like, I want to hear some more. And then I got like sugar high on cake. Ooh. And I fed Madeline Shelby some cake, and it was really cool. And we had this cool girl moment, and it's like, hey, we're girls. And then like I came in, and then you guys are like kind of standing around, and then the music started again, and I just had the time of my life for about 15 minutes, and then I went home because I was tired.
Yeah, I tried to kind of get to you, but they were into starting that second song, and you were into them. And I went out to Josh to talk, and he's like, I said, wish goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. We do the Irish real well.
Yeah. Well, I told you bye and hi at the same time, so I cover my bases there. I go, I'm gonna disappear, so I'm gonna tell you bye now.
Okay.
And I didn't even tell Kevin bye, but he knows me well enough to know that I don't mean that.
I was a little intoxicated, and in my couple interactions with you, I decided that I was enough for you. And no.
You don't know my friends, man. You were fine.
I don't know. I've got since then I've got a huge case of vacation brain. I'm just kind of pinching pennies and scrunching, and we are talking about money. I missed that part of it. It's episode 109 for Music Lovers Only, the podcast, and we're talking our favorite songs about money. Mm-hmm. And so I'm worried about money on my trip, so I'm scrimping and saving and trying, not really. I don't know. We're just gonna go. my philosophy is not to worry, but I'm worrying, so I don't like that. So I'm trying just like whatever, whatever, nothing I can do about it. Shit happens. I'll find a solution. I'm the king of finding solutions. So
Oh yeah.
usually I create the problems, but that has helped me.
Me and my boys are going to the ocean somehow. This deductible is gonna really, really hit hard. Whenever I gotta get my new roof. But we're going. And then my youngest wants to go back to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, and I was like, okay, so we're going there too.
Yeah, I have never been to Mardi Gras or New Orleans. I would like to go. I'm a little worried about what I'm gonna eat down there. Hopefully they got a McDonald's or something, because I am not courageous with food. I want me a cheeseburger or something. Gator. The kid will probably eat some gator. She's ate gator bites from somewhere up here.
But they have fish and a lot of other regular stuff too.
Yeah. There's like
I don't like fish
sandwiches.
either, but yes, they have burgers and all that stuff too in New Orleans.
They'll look at you, but you can have one.
Give me a McDonald's. I'm not here for food. I'm here to.
I know what they got, and that's some damn good chicken. So that would be no problem for me.
Give me some of that super Cajun, the Haitian chicken there. Put a voodoo spell on me.
Oh, voodoo! I need to go.
We only live once. We only live once. Take those trips, man. Everybody, we're not here to pay bills. We're here to have fun. Do what we love. So we're gonna take a trip. We're gonna probably be a little even more tighter once we get back, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. Money ruins everything, and that's kind of my theme of all of this. We'll get into that, but Coach, you got the spinner handy?
I do.
All right. I think we've wasted enough time. See if I get to. Oh,
it's a talk show.
It's a music talk show.
Dude, Heather said something, but I can't push the button and push what she said. My YouTube thing is gone.
I don't know.
What happened?
I don't see it, so I can't see your comments.
Hey, Heather. There you go.
Well, it's weird. Right. I can't see it. So I didn't know this list was kind of, when I first just searched money songs, it was all rap. It's all, I mean, not all. There was a couple, but most of the lists were just dominated by bling and things. And some of my songs have a little bit of that, but that's not. I went through my list. I went through thinking of some songs that I knew. So some of them are ones that I found on the list. Some of them were ones off mine. But my number 5, I've got the Beatles in for a while, and Can't Buy Me Love. And I was going to go with another one, but I was maybe you would take that one, Josh. That's we'll see if we were on the same wavelength. That's the one I picked.
That was one of the tentatives. Both of the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably know the other one, but anyways, hopefully, if not, then either way, then I'll do
there's at least 3 or 4 now that I could think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get them in because I haven't, and they have. Yeah, there's a bunch of songs that they talk about, money in some sense or another. But my number 4, I had to get some ODB on here. Once you're like, I got you, and it's not your money. ODB and Kellis, I think's how you say your name. But hey, baby, I got money. Don't you worry. And that just, it made me. Yeah, that's such a good song and like catchy. And I remember just cruising to that. And ODB was the shit.
He really was.
He was named to God, and then artist formerly known as God, and then God Sham God, and then back to ODB or whatever he did. But my number 3, again, there was a lot of rap in this list, and as I got to thinking of it, a lot of those ones were the one I kind of pulled me on some of this. But 50 Cent, I Get Money.
Yes.
Just another one of those that was kind of like before he got super big, but one of those songs like I Get Money, that was just some prime 50 Cent.
Yeah, so he could do like his whole catalog. I mean, what was the group? Lloyd Banks and what was the group called? G Unit.
Yeah, G
Oh
unit.
yeah.
They were all about the G's. I mean, that's what they were all about making those G's, and a lot of those songs.
Kevin says you got to pay the ferryman. I don't.
Did
Well,
somebody
the
die?
ferryman, Kevin?
That means, buddy, but I don't know what a ferryman how I have to pay him, but
I think when you die, you take the ferry to the river of Styx, to the river of Styx, and you got to pay him 2 coins.
There we
That's why
go.
people leave coins.
Yeah, that's
on
why they.
pies.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's talking about.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a deep way, and I'm glad you read Kevin. You guys are on this little wavelength. I don't know if that makes you feel good or not, but it makes me feel great.
Someone gets me, damn it.
Somebody gets him. So I mean, it's great.
Match made in the fairyland.
My number 2, I kind of got bored partway through this, and I just started going. I went through. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a Bumpin' Uglies fan. And
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
There is quite a few songs, but I could have used. But I just started digging. Like I've heard a lot of theirs, but I went back to like 2011 and just started going up. And this song, "Grind," just talks about everything you're doing for the money. It's all about the grind to get by, and it's just talking about I don't care about the money, but damn it, I need the money. Because I want to go to the next city and I want to keep doing this because I enjoy it, so I'm going to keep grinding. And he's working a job and at this point and trying to get a band going, and he's talking about that, and making this first little bit of money. And so, cool song by Bumpin' Uglies. My number 1. What's that reference? I don't know. I
think it's just another way of saying paying the ferryman. When you dead, you gotta.
I just thought Bumpin' Uglies and then horns. That's all you. So and then brass. So that's where I connected it.
I was confused, but anyways, I digress. I move on. I don't know, Kevin. You've turned it off before, and now it's working again tonight.
Keep saying random shit. I am loving it.
I was doing a power list. I was somehow powering through this list, and I probably should have slowed down, talked about them a little more, but I was just going through. My number 1, I almost used them a couple weeks ago, and I think they made my honorable mention, but let's just say Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Wu-Tang Clan, Cream.
You better have had that one on it.
I listened to that one.
It doesn't go with my theme, but it's a great song. I almost put it on there anyway, but I was like, Coach has got this one.
Once I got to ODB, I actually got to the ODB song first because that's in my face. So is Cream, but then I'm started thinking, I'm like, God damn it, Wu-Tang. And then I'm like, oh crap, Cream. Literally Cash Rules Everything Around Me. So, and they say it 500 times, so it works out good. So
$dollar bills, y'all.
That is my list.
Good list, Coach.
Sweet.
Wow.
That was awesome. Oh, okay, so if I comment on my street, everybody, I'm learning, so just bear with me.
Well,
so
it's probably a little screwy because we didn't do it from the beginning. So I think once we do it from the beginning next episode, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't comment on my.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Not yet.
Pay the ferryman. I'm just gonna start saying that randomly to like my customers when they call. Thank you for calling. Pay the ferryman.
All right, spin that thing.
Okay. It wasn't a very good spin, by the way, but
it was. I'm chopping at the bit, man.
I was ready to go last, but that's fine. I could go second. I don't ever really go second. I'm usually either first or last. I really am. So congratulations for second place for me.
I think it's awesome that you have to wait, Josh.
I know.
I'm not going to get any of yours. I'm fully sure. All right. Oh, I only got 4 on here. I have a bunch written down, but I only got 4 picked. Okay, well, the last one's going to be a surprise for all of us. Number 1 is going to be 50 Cent. I Got Money. And it's a power ballad. It's a it's definitely a fun song, and it is a song that 50 Cent made that I completely missed. I didn't even know. He said, "Gotta go, ABBA, Kevin." Now, that's it. Oh, because ABBA has a song about money. There we go.
Yeah.
There's the connection. I figured it out.
Yeah,
Gold
yeah.
star. But yeah, so I really like this song. It's fun to dance to. It's real gangster, real hip hop, real shit. So that is gonna be my number one.
You sure it's not like Get Money, and is that not the one from my list?
50 Cent, I got Get Money. Did you say I Get Money?
I did. I
wasn't gonna say anything. I'm not.
You needed to say something.
You said I got money, and I had to do research in the background real quick. And I did, and I was just making sure there wasn't I got money. So just real quick.
I get money. Oh my god.
There are no rules.
God.
There's no rules. We never made the rule that we had to
can't both use a song.
I promise. I thought I was paying
that
attention.
That was my number 3. I Get Money, 50 Cent.
Okay. All right. I thought
Kevin was just throwing spit game. I think that might have been when we went down the ferry road.
Yeah.
I think that was. I was too busy thinking about crows and death.
Which is apparently a song by Chris DeBug. Don't pay the ferryman.
Oh, okay. Got you. Is that okay? Yeah, that's about
money. Money.
Anyways, let me cross that up. My number 1. And if I mess up, y'all say something. Don't just sit there looking at me.
I literally, you guys can't see, but I'm back here typing, making sure I Got Money was not a song that I did not know. So I had to quickly then I did jump in before you got to your number 2.
And what was so sad, Coach? This is what's so sad is now I'm thinking back and I went, yeah, that's an awesome song when you said that.
When we play it back, yeah, you did. That's okay.
I was super excited. Like I wasn't getting ready to say it again.
I got my Britney shirt on, so it throws people off.
My number 1 is going to be Rihianna. Bitch, better have my money. Like blah blah blah. First of all, like that song came out and Rihanna was not even gangster at all. She was singing sweet, beautiful songs, Umbrella, Ella. Like she was just chill. And then all of a sudden she's like, pay me what you owe me. And I was like, who pissed you off? Like what happened? I really enjoy that song because it was a shocker to me. And every now and again, I'll just put it on because, give me my money. I don't think anybody owes me any money now that I think about it, but like it's a really good song. So that's my number 1. Number 2 is going to be Buster Benton. Loan Me a Dime. Now, this is it's a blues song. And I once again wanted to put a song on here that I hadn't heard before. And Buster Benton is old school blues, but this song is 75 hours long. And you enjoy it the whole time. Like it's you have this intro to where he's just kind of talking about how he's broken, how he needs a dime. So he tells a whole story first. So that's 60 minutes of it. And then all of a sudden you just have this jukebox breakdown that just is incredible and fun and hip. And it's such a fun song. So that's my number 2. Buster Benton.
That one out.
You die. Number 3 is going to be Missy Elliott's Ching-A-Ling. And that's another fun one to dance to. And if you watch the video, there's a whole random breakdown for no reason. And I don't know. Have you guys seen The Wiz, the movie The Wiz?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah. So the reference, the Wiz reference in the song and the video is just my favorite. Because it's already fun and it's already catchy. And you just want to shake yourself to it. But then like you get to the whiz part and all of a sudden it's a celebration. And I love celebratory songs. I really do. And Missy Elliott is an incredible artist, period. But yeah, this is a song that I forgot about that I really, really love. So that's
I can't think of it. I mean, I knew like a lot of the hits in the 90s, but
she goes, Ching, Ching, getting paid over here. Ching, Ching, getting paid over here.
Yeah.
No? Okay, that's how it goes. That's how it starts.
Do the whole song now.
Buster, what you know about me? What you know about that? Okay, that's all I know. Just right off the top. All right. So number 4. Okay, I wasn't going to use this song, but I guess I have time to use it now. And as you know, and it's so sad because I love Nickleback so much. I really do. Like, and their name is about money. So that's it. That's all. That's it. But no, Nickleback does have a song about money, and it's called Money Bought. And it's essentially about a stripper who is what your money's buying. And out of all the Nickleback songs, which I love, in the love of Christ, every song that they have, but this one is not necessarily my favorite. But if you're out and about and you're really interested in some debauchery, this would definitely be the soundtrack song for you. Because it is quite dirty, but not as bad as some other Nickleback songs. But it's enough. It's enough.
Yeah,
and it's more.
For debauchery, I'm gonna go with Kevin here with "Girls, Girls, Girls."
Yeah,
that'll be my debaucherous song.
Yeah, that's definitely that's some debauchery right there. That definitely. So that's my Nickleback song, Money Bought. All right, and then for my final song, I am going to go with "Just Got Paid" by Johnny Kemp. And that is an old 90s song. And the reason why I really love that song is because I had a cousin and his name was Granville. And Granville was the first gay man that I ever met in my whole life. And he was gay. And so on Friday night, when he got paid, Johnny Kemp was playing full blast in the basement where he was staying. And you could hear it all over the house. And he would come upstairs and he would be dancing and he would be snapping. And he had this pair of pants, this tight jeans that had this cut right by the booty where you could just see just a little cheek. And he would say, "I am going out tonight." And I could not wait to grow up so that I could do that. And now that I'm traumatized, don't or do, but just a little. Yeah. But that song reminds me of really fun times. And there's been a couple of remixes, not my favorites. Johnny's was definitely a classic, and that's it. That's my list.
Good list.
Good list.
A couple songs I've never heard, so new ones for me. Always fun.
Yep. Yeah. And as always, I've been staying faithful on the playlist. So there will be a playlist. I'm sharing the hell out of the playlist, trying to drive them numbers up. So yeah. Okay. I'm going.
Oh, I thought you had already went, Josh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let it go.
I took a different route. You know, I tried to stay away from the low-hanging fruit, you know, the Pink Floyd Money, the AC/DC Money Talks. I tried to not use. I got a couple songs that kind of have money in them, but they definitely weren't the low-hanging fruit that you know, mainstream has. The first one is the closest with "Take the Money and Run," Steve Miller Band. But it kind of, like I said, my theme was the root of all evil, money, the root of all evil. And you listen to the song, it's a poppy song, but these people are doing, you know, killing people for money, you know, and it's a song about killing people for money. and I've kind of adopted the name of the song, "Take the Money and Run," when I clock out at work. I mean, I take the money and I run. But I'm not gonna kill anybody for money. Sorry, I don't believe it's real. I don't really
Don't apologize for not killing people for money. I feel like that's a good
Well,
choice.
a lot of people. I'm not
maybe one of the
apologizing
other
for.
cast members on the show would be willing. So no, I'm just not. Really.
I'm not apologizing for that. I'm apologizing for the fact that I said that money's not real. It's not real. I mean, we lived a long time before money ever existed, and so I mean, yeah, it's not real. It's part of the programming, the entrapment. We're entrapped. We're chasing this dollar, keep us
Right.
distracted.
Yeah.
Can't eat it, can't take it with us when he goes. I mean, so them aliens from upstairs, they don't really, we can't buy our freedom, can't buy back our lives, so it's worthless to me. I mean, yeah, I got to make it, but I don't want to make too much of it because I don't want to be evil and dark and shady stuff that comes along with money, like in $1 Billion Babies, my number 4 song by Alice Cooper.
Good segue.
This song blew me away a long time ago. I've loved Alice Cooper. I've loved this song, but I learned today that the guest vocals on there is Donovan. They call me Mellow Yellow. That guy.
Really?
He's doing the guest vocals on there, and it's some of the darkest shit. I mean, it again goes along with the evil stuff that happens to when you have a lot of money and what you can get away with when you have a lot of money, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty dark song. I can't remember. It was the 73 album, but I don't remember if it wasn't their first album, but it was probably second or maybe third album that Alice Cooper, because Alice Cooper was originally the band name. It was the band.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Alice fired them all and just took the name and started calling himself Alice Cooper. Got a new band, and then so the first album is Alice Cooper the band,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there on out, it's kind of it's just him, and he can hire and fire the band as he needs. Oh, you're gone, but I'm sure he had to. I mean, he definitely was the persona of it, but I'm sure he probably had to get some clearance from the other guys. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This next one I'd kind of forgot about, and it's the only rap song, but it's "Money" by Yelawolf, Jelly Roll, and Struggle Jennings. Which Struggle Jennings, that's Waylon Jennings' great grandson or something like that. And Jelly Roll, he's all 3 verses on this are really good, and it's kind of goes along with the grind you were talking about, Coach. I hate the money, but I got to make it to pay this mortgage for all these houses I got. All this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, living that lavish life. I got to make this money to live this lavish life.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, Yelawolf's verse kind of ties in that. And then, like I said, I like Struggle Jennings, the character, I guess, but a lot of times his songs and his verses kind of lose me because he seems like he's trying too hard. He's trying to, make Pap all happy or whatever. I don't know. Trying to be Waylon. I mean, he really is not because he's rapping, but trying to tie that, keep a hold of that. I don't know. A lot of it seems forced, but his verse on this album, felt really good. I liked it. And then my number 2 was a new one. I had shared something. I've been seeing little shorts and reels of this kid, and his name is Jesse Wales.
Oh, okay.
And the song is "The Poor."
Yes.
Looks like John Fogerty. Sounds like Bob Dylan.
Always in a field.
Always in the field, acoustic guitar and a harmonica. And I mean, this song is it's very Bob Dylan-y feeling, and it's what's one of the lines? It's I don't know, I can't pervade them, but it's talking about the reason you're poor is because you don't work hard enough. I mean, this is basically what they're saying, and he's doing it satirically, oh, we can't, I think he's kind of on the government's against us, and I'm like, well, yeah, the government's against us, but there are jobs. You have a shitty job, you can go get another job. You know, you can go get a better job. You can always make more money. So saying that satirically, that yeah, you're the reason you're poor. You can go make that money. You know, I mean, if it comes to you can kill, yeah, you got to kill, but there's a lot of legal ways to make money. And so I didn't that line kind of threw me off to the plight of it all, but it's still a good song. Very Bob Dylan, you feel, which leads me to number one, Masters of War, Bob Dylan. He doesn't mention money until the very end, but all of it's about rich people, you know, thinking they can, you know, they're above all the laws. You know, I mean, they can send us poor people off to die, and you know, they don't have any blood on their hands, and it's like I said, this is like a 6-minute song, no verses. It's just or no chorus, just line after line after line after line after line of in your face, and it's truth. And both the Poor and Masters of War are, you listen to them and it's like part one, part two. You know, I mean, it's like the new version. I don't know. It's pretty cool to see that kid. At least I like what he's doing, even though I don't agree with all of it. Some of my tentatives were the Taxman, the Beatles. That was the one. And then there's Money, I Want It, which was a cover of somebody else, not Sid Barrett, Sid somebody. And then The Poor Side of Town, Johnny Rivers. That's a good one. Richmond, North of Richmond, which, you know, again, that's, I don't know.
More of an anti-capitalism song.
But it does, you know, it does take the point that, you know, money is the root of all evil. It follows that theme, but I don't know. It was good at first, but I think I still like the song, but it's still, again, a little crybaby-ish to me, you know. It's like, get over it, man.
I had Rich Girl, Daryl Hall, and John Oates. Wow, Post Malone. Some more of my stuff. Money and Time, Tropodelic. Juvenile. Forgot about that, man. You're a big racer. You know, you're I listened to so much of that Cash Money Millionaires and
a milli.
Like I forgot where freaking Lil Wayne came from. I forgot he was that Juvenile and that whole crew. You just forget because it's been so long, and those guys all just went irrelevant. And I mean, Lil Wayne, you can't understand him talking, but every word he says when he's rapping is so clear. It's insane. Listen, that guy tried to do an interview, and then like they need to have him rap his interviews.
I about did a twofer with the Gambler, Johnny Cash's version.
Yep, I had Kenny Rogers' version on
Kenny's
here.
Version is better. Kenny's version, you can't. I mean, Johnny is his version. It's good, but Kenny's version is the one in my heart.
Yeah, I think that's the one that would come to me.
Yeah.
I asked my 14-year-old like what he wanted. He was looking at my list and he's like, "What's this?" And I was like, "This is my list for the podcast." He's like, "Oh, you're doing songs about money?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Money." And I was like, "Yes." And he's like, "No, money." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "That's the name of the song, Money." By who, son? And he said, "Oh, by JID." And I was like, "Okay, thanks." So
that is a good song. I found that one on one of the lists. I'd never heard that one.
Oh yeah, it's a good song. And then I had Gold Digger by Kanye West, and of course the OJs for The Love of Money. Money, 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 money.
I do need one more Bumpin' Uglies mention. I had Beer Money, Higher Education, and Bumpin' Uglies. All they were doing was just for their party money at this time. It was literally just to get money to party, man. We'll go to do another concert for some more beer money.
Yeah. Kevin says Alice's Restaurant, good song. Cheap Trick. I don't know I can't think of which Cheap Trick you're talking about, but it could be all of theirs, right?
I was gonna say just Cheap. I don't know.
Yeah. Every single pirate tune. Yes. Arr.
Booty.
I have not sat down and listened to Alice's Restaurant. I haven't done it.
Listen to it every couple times each year. I love that song. Reminds me of Pops. But what did we decide for next week? Were we gonna go with vacation songs, or did we want to do the
I thought we were doing our picks, like we pick our own band thing. I don't know
beginner's guide? Beginner's guide is what we were calling the picks.
I kind of like that one. I've already kind of been. I haven't picked a band. I've been going down I'm down to like 5 or 6 that I want to use.
Okay, well, I say let's.
I like that. If you guys are cool with it,
yeah, we'll do that, and then the first one back from vacation, we'll do vacation songs then.
Okay, all right. So we just pick a band and 5 songs from that band.
Yep.
Yeah, like maybe like a smaller band, or we're trying to introduce them to people, kind of.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be small, big. I mean, a lot of people talk a lot of smack saying, "Oh, well, the big bands, they don't need promos as much as the little bands," and I'm like, yeah, well, we do what we want. We're music.
Well, and I guess it depends on what you consider music. And I mean, I wasn't
just local.
I wasn't thinking about just local necessarily, but like mine are like between Stick Figures and Tropodelic, and so, like just trying to introduce to more of my music.
Yeah, I was just referring to people, with slight little jabs in my direction. It's like, really? Really? You want to fight?
Okay.
But yeah, but my thought process was introducing someone. What 5 songs do you think someone who has never heard of whatever band you're talking about would get them into it? What got you into them? What somebody, that was kind of a beginner's guide. A beginner's guide.
All right. That'll work.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Man. All right. Well, good list, everybody.
My back.
My neck. My back. My neck and my back.
Nobody.
Every now and again, it's my shoulder. I'll be like, "What I even do?" I hate getting old, man. I'm not even old yet.
I've been having a pinch in my shoulder this entire show. I've been trying to like get my arm back here and try to make it stop, and it's wearing me thin.
Yeah, it's like the whole like my middle back that kind of radiates to my shoulder, and I gotta do this shit right here.
Being old sucks. Yeah. Being the lead singer of the Haters Coalition is awesome. So
yes. Haters Coalition.
He's both of those things. He's old and the lead singer of the Haters Coalition. Kevin, you were a big part of the show tonight. So
yeah. Hats off to
and you completely screwed up my 5, but that's fine. You made her forget that I did number 3 and it was her number 1. So
I was not gonna correct anybody.
I'm sorry.
I don't need no more beefs.
Me.
I've already got enough beefs.
Always correct me if I'm doing something way wrong.
Oh, hell no.
Just don't give me your opinion because I don't care.
The sky is a lovely shade of green. The sky is a lovely shade of purple. Whatever.
Because it even went to a talk about G Unit. You could have done all of 50 Cent's things, and we had a whole. But I wasn't gonna say it either because she had Kevin had her all fudged up, man.
Yeah. And like I said, I love Pink Floyd's Money, but it was too low of a cherry, and we talked about it already. And I mean, but that is one of my favorite songs.
Oh yeah. I just love how enthusiastic I was.
Well,
50 Cent, I got money. This is the only time that this has been said on the show today.
Well, my first real big job was Learjet. I worked at Learjet, and so they talk about their Learjet in that song. So that's why one of the I love Pink Floyd. I don't need a reason to love Pink Floyd. They're Pink Floyd, but that one just made it even a little more special to me. It's like I touched them airplanes. I mean, not their airplane, but yeah. The more money you make, the more they expect you to bend the rules. The more they sell your soul. All right, enough of that. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Great episode. Bye. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Tune in next week for Beginner's Guide. We will let you know a little bit closer what bands we're all picking because I don't know yet. I think I've picked it 3 times and I've forgot because that's kind of what happens sometimes. You're old, but all right.
I'm between Haters Coalition and one other, so we'll see. We'll see.
Have a good night.
My show tonight, so plugging them.
Bye.